gonna need to start bringing in some reinforcements, cause damn. Well, actually, let's work on more downstream. Time for coal mine number 2 pretty darn soon, because we are sucking every drop of coal that thing's given us. Especially now that this thing is about to level up. It's already churning and burning, and now we have a level 2 steel mill. Look at the size of this thing. Again, they're probably happy that it's out here in the middle of nowhere, separated by water. That's probably being a little pollutant. And yeah, it's not gonna, you know what? It is actually not time for more raw mats, because until this thing levels up, it's not gonna demand anymore. And pushing more supply to the steel mill is not going to do bunk. So we need to work on our demand here. So we've already hooked up Larissaburg for demand. We're already doing South Zafira. So let's finish the trio here. We will officially have all 3 of our things once we hook up Port Airti. Now, Port Airti's machines are on this side. Fair enough. If I put you here, will that hook up all of the machines? That actually kind of does. Yeah, I mean, Port Airti's kind of sleepy and humble here. But yeah, it looks like this will be the area where it spawns. Actually, yeah, we actually need to take the terrain settings and trim you down just a bit. Because we need to get a little bit closer to the shore here. It still looks really unnatural. Hang on. That's still unnatural, but whatever. I'm not a very good sculptor. Alright, that's good enough. I'll take it. And then I think what I'll do is let's configure you. We're going to get a passenger thing on the side here. And then a small passenger dock. And a small... Is that enough? Hang on. Yeah, that'll work. And then we do a landing here. Kind of sneak your way in there. Alright, so we're now new line. Now the question is, what's faster? If we plunk a seaport down here, yeah, we're gonna have to smush a few buildings, but it gets in the catchment of that train station. Yeah, you know what? We don't need. Well, we could stand to be large. No, we don't need. We can be small. They'll rebuild. So you know what? They're gonna bring the tools down here to South Zafira. So now we just need you to you, and one ship should be able to manage that just fine. And also we're going to do passenger you to you. We're going to actually hook Port AirT up for passengers here. Alright, so let's spit out our stuff. The Frumtac, this passenger only thing, probably a good idea for our line number 11. And then the Dunhera Castle, be line number 10. And then let's get some inner city excuse me, transport going. Bus tram station, because we don't reach all the passengers here, so we need to be able to bring them in. Excuse me. Yes, tram track, please. I do like me some tram track. Because the rest of the passengers are over here. So this is all the residentials up here. Actually, if we tram track you, you can just easily UE right here. Like, that works out nicely. Because you guys are just outside the catchment area of that, but we should be good otherwise. And then we, streets, we're going to upgrade you. There. That's all we need. Just a nice straight line. Actually, we did that out of order. We should have upgraded the tracks first because we want this to be a tram stop. There. That's better. More exhaustion. Oops. Oh yeah, let's get you going here, from here to here. Just a modest little thing here. And we'll get one horse-drawn streetcar. And that way, Port AirT will have internal destinations to go to, which will help it grow, as well as having more passengers. And then, of course, deliveries of machines. Man, Port AirT is like hard mode here. It's in the middle of nowhere on an island. It wants the two most difficult goods in the game, and it starts out tiny. But I think it's still worth our time and effort to try and help them grow. One does not begrudge someone just simply because they are small. Alright, so I think what we can do here... What if we configured you... Made a passenger station. Yeah, we're going to smush some stuff. Alright, we'll smush in that direction. Less destruction. And then we'll get you there, and then we'll get a small passenger landing here. Game is still Armello? I changed it. I thought I changed it. I don't know why it's... Hang on a second. Freaking Twitch. Uno momento, but thank you for pointing that out. I want people to be able to see here. I mean, I know I changed the stream title, but maybe it just didn't see it as the game itself proper. One moment. Hang on one second. I'm going to give you guys a quick ad. Okay, we should be back. I think I fixed it now. Thank you for pointing that out, guys. Much obliged. Alright, so we got our passenger line here. So lower South Zafira to lower Port Airti. And we will go summon forth another one of those fancy pants passenger ships. Front knock. Off you go. And now we need to ponder the local transportation here in South Zafira. So this only hits this part of town. We should be able to grab the rest of the town with just one stop. So, if we... I'm not going to place them, I'm just measuring. That's actually perfect. Right here. Right here. Right here, right now. Alright, tram. Please and yes, thank you. Let's do this with as little demolition as possible. Alright, good. Alright, what's the fastest way to... probably that, and then that, and then that. And then loop-de-loop you around here like that. That should be good. Because if we block you off here... Now, do you hit that? No, you do not. Down here, we are short a little bit. So, you know what? Here's what we're going to do. We're going to hook you... 3 buildings. 2 buildings will be removed. We'll get you a little more interconnectivity here. And now, if I put you down here, that still doesn't let me reach those bottom buildings. Infuriating. Now, if I put you here, that does let me reach everybody. Yeah. Okay, so slight change of route. I know I don't need to remove them, but there, that's better. That's better. Yeah, that's not too bad of a loop. And then we get ourselves our one stop. Like that. Beautiful. Do we have room for our depot? Well, we actually kind of do. We can just doify. Yes, that's a word. I guess we're gonna have to smush one building here. Sorry, House on the Hill. You got depoted. Okay. From here to here and back again. I have a feeling this one's going to be a lot bigger because South Saphira is much busier. So we're going to start you off with 3. Now we need to ponder passengers from this station. Maybe sending them up this way. Because we could have it peel off here. I wouldn't want to try to plug it into here because that's just way too awkward. We could like stick a station up here, but then that's going to generate a lot of noise. How is Schonefield doing for noise? Yeah, very poor. This place is a racket for them. Too much noise. Oh, Schonefield started out as tiny as Port Airty, but has obviously grown quite a bit. But interestingly enough, it seems that a city's starting size very much dictates how big it can actually grow to. Like, there's no real... I don't think there's any way that Schonefield could ever catch up to, say, Larissaburg or South Saphira, no matter how much we feed it. I mean, unless we completely neglect these two. Speaking of that, alright, you're still doing good here. How are you doing? You're almost ready to level up again. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Then we can start addressing the downstream efforts here. There it goes. Yes, keep growing. Keep it going, keep it going. That is what I'm talking about. Then we can start fleshing out. I think we're pretty good with our iron ore delivery. We're probably going to need more in the way of planks, but maybe not. I mean, this just might be build up from the others here. Let's get you cranking. Yeah, because we're getting plenty of machines built up over here. Larissaburg might be actually the one that's kind of suffering for it. But they're, I mean, 100% transported. That means no decay, no nothing. We're not getting capped. You just gotta wait for that line to grow. Because then once that pops up, then our steel mill can kick into high gear. Because they will not give us any more than is able to. At least while the machine factory is capped. Which again is probably why our steel is lagging behind. Boom! Level 3 smokestacks. Oh yeah. That is what I'm talking about. 105. Alright, we need another delivery line here for another Dunhara Castle. And at this point we've polluted enough things. I think it's line 6. I know I need to rename them. I'll do that off screen. But that way we can get that going here. Because yeah, now you're double here. And we're actually doing really well for, you know what, I think we are maxing out that iron ore mine too. So we do need to pull in reinforcements. Reinforcements are going to come from up here. Way up here. I know there's this over here, but you can't do as much volume as effectively as you can with ships. Then again, though, now that I'm thinking about it, we have a lot of ship traffic here, so maybe nope. I'm being indecisive, is what I'm doing. Yeah, you know what? It's just too convenient. Let's get a convoy going here. We are going to have this do as much teleportation as we can get away with here. And then the same goes to here. As much teleportation as we can get away with. Fairly short route, but that's fine. I can already tell we're going to need just a metric F10 of these things. Let's go with, oh, I don't know, 20. All right, that might be too much. Let's start with 10. And then this is line 15. Off you go. All right, we're starting to get our coal on. And then we'll monitor this for demand and supply and what have you. Alright, how much is this actually holding, these machines? 88. That's more than this train can handle. So we are going to eventually have to double this up. And get more than one train flowing. I was kind of hoping not to have to do that, but yeah, that can happen. It can happen. We got passengers flowing, that's a good thing. And then, yeah, here we got the machines ready for delivery down here to Port Airtie. We do have, yeah, we got a ship on there. That's good. Have we been sitting on? Yeah, good. We're not sitting on any of those. Oh yeah, one thing we've never built our headquarters here. Let's build a headquarters, shall we? We did technically start out in Schonefield. So, and this is kind of our hub of our transportation empire here. So it would make sense. And heck, maybe, I don't actually think it does, but maybe it'll help Schonefield grow? Boom, there's our headquarters. Man, look at that. We've grown. I think it starts out like real tiny and then gets bigger. Let's take this time to enjoy some statistics here. 21 trains, 103 road vehicles, 26 ships, 30 trams, our top length 119, that's probably, yeah, just cargo. A lot more cargo than we are passengers, but that's fine. 8 different types of cargo. 16, I don't know how they arrive at that, but I'll take it. Yeah, look at that. Boom. Plenty of towns. And, yeah, towns have been growing nicely. Now, despite my obsession with ships, they are not my biggest moneymaker. You need to get into airplanes as soon as they become available. I am likely... I'm agree with you on that. In fact, I have a plan for airplanes once they become available. We're still in the 1890s, so we still got time. Excusez-moi. Yeah. All right. So these things are just kicking in now. We could have a literal solid wall of these things here. You know what we could do? All right, this is going to sound a little crazy, but I think it'll work and use the game mechanics in our favor. If we set up a second line here and have them use Station 2, we can then get you on here, and they will use the other side of the stations. allowing us to get more things in here. Air balloons before airplanes. Yeah, that would. One thing I did hear that they let you do that you couldn't do in the first Transport Fever is transport cargo via airplane. Now I'm guessing airplanes are not meant to be the high volume. You're not going to be shipping, 500 tons of lumber via plane. But at the higher end of things, that might be a viable way to get some goods in some far-flung spots. What is this? 63. And that's that. You know what? We gotta liven you up a little bit. Why don't we give you the mogul? And why don't we give you more of these tank cars to pull? We're gonna give you like lots of tank cars to pull, just so that you can keep up here, because that seems to be a problem here. Is keeping up. 140, 150. Our stations are 160, 159. Let's do it. Boom. 15 cars. In you go. A little overkill here. But we just have this one train. It's almost mid. Yeah, you know what? You were right. What time? I think midnight will be a good time to cut it. All right, yeah, keep sucking up that fuel. Get it all. There you go. That will quench Shona Field's thirst. Yeah, that's the ticket right there. And then now you'll be able to pick up Mimic's fuel branch. Yeah, that's been our problem here, is that we just haven't been running our fuel cars is not sufficient, but now it will be. So yeah, picking out the bottlenecks, fixing them as we see them. That's the way for me. I think we've got, we need more lumber. We need another train here. And yeah, we're going to do the Baldwin, because that's what we want to keep everything about the same speed here. Baldwin. There we go. Down you go. Oh crap, which line is this? I need to rename everything off screen. Line 2. That was early in our escapades here. So off you go to line 2. We should be free of nonsense here. Yeah, this thing is getting flooded here. But once these things spread themselves out, see how it's using both sides here? That's what we want. And once they start interspersing with each other, it'll be a lot more efficient here. This thing is just churning and burning as quickly as possible. What? All right, no, it's reaching it. That's a little worrisome that it's not lighting up as the catchment area. All right, hang on. I want to look at the coal here as soon as this guy drops something off to see if it goes up. Yeah, it's getting the catchment. I don't know why the thing's not showing up. But it's working. It's working. I'm happy. We're good. We're good. Yeah, you just left and there's more machines getting spat out here. Fair enough. Fair enough. All right. Well, in our next episode, we'll double this up. Actually, you know what? We can do this as our last thing. Let's cap this off. We came out with a mission to tackle the machines, scale it up. do all our good stuff with it. Let's finish the job before we end for the night. Not streets, not tracks. Yeah, yes, tracks. Alright, can we break free? Yes, we can. Is it smart to go on this side? Yeah, it should be fine. Yes, please parallel us. Wow, it's even cheaper. I guess they don't have to, they just have to do a little extra blasting. Yeah, just all cram it all into one tunnel. Now we're going to want to cross the streets here, but we'll want to merge before we get this street crossing. So I have a feeling it's not going to be too happy with us if we try to push it too much, but that's okay. Yeah, that should be good right there. Alright, let's get some signals going. One way, please. This one can go down here. You need to be up here. We'll do a pair on one end of the tunnel. We'll do a pair at the other end of the tunnel. And then we'll do the requisite pair. Like so. There. Yes, yes you should, my friend. Do please get some sleep. I'm going to be doing likewise. Alright, so now vehicles, and yeah, we did the mogul before. Let's do more mogul. I like the mogul. And we'll keep it the same capacity to keep the same speed going. Because these are going to be a little bit faster than usual. And then you have, yeah, I gotta look up the number. It's starting to become just barely too numerous for me to keep track of it all. Line 8 in my head here. Line 8. Down you go. Help us out with the machines. Ooh, we got things waiting in line here. Yeah, you were dropping off steel. You're picking up machines, as you should. Oof, look at these passengers. I was not expecting this to be so popular. You're the purple one. Off you go. If you people want to, if you guys want to come visit, please do. We absolutely would love having you. What we got here? 23, 26. Port Airty gets its, I think this is its first placement of, its first thing of stuff. But either way, it's starting to grow. It is starting to